Hello. So today, this is about the caging of our bodies and our voices. I've been having so much rage recently about the lack of spaces to express sound and movement. I was recently at a retreat up in the Mount Shasta area with a group of 19 wonderful women, and we were working with serpents and working with our sexual and creative energy and really feeling into our bodies, coming home to our bodies. We were moving, we were sounding, we were feeling, and it felt so real, so natural, so innate. Really felt like a coming home. And in my trip back down the coast in the past few days, um, it was a really stark adjustment going from that safe space, being able to express whatever comes up, back to this society where there is a lack of space for expression. Expression. Um, as I was driving down, I'd stop at a gas station and want to do some stretching and some movement in the parking lot in order to get the blood moving in my body after sitting for a while in a car, and just felt very restricted and very much watched. And the thing is, if we don't move through the emotions in our body, they get stored. Trauma is stored in our body, and this is scientifically proven now that trauma gets locked up in all these parts of our body, and it can be running the stories in our mind. It can be causing different types of illnesses in our physical body. And so right along with movement goes sound. If I sigh, there's generally a question, are you okay? Or, oh, what's wrong? And in fact, nothing has to be wrong if in order for us to feel like we want to make noise. There are so few spaces to be able to scream full force, just loudly scream. Screaming can be an incredible, safe way to express our anger, a healthy way, but it's unsafe in that when we scream somewhere in modern society, it means usually that we need help. We're not allowed to. Someone will be angry or afraid of our scream, afraid. Um, and that seems to be a theme, that people are afraid of, we're afraid of our own bodies and the things that we can do, the things that we can move, the ways that we can sound, and the depth of our feeling. And I'm so sick. I'm sick. I'm sick of that. My body's saying no more. My body is saying yes to feeling. My body's saying yes to sounding, to moving. And I'm so ready to step into spaces and into people and relationship where I can show up fully as the wild animal that I am, because I am an animal, and every human is. Um, and there's so much violence and hatred and sadness and pain around the world that is so real, and we are numb to it. Just a moment in honor of that numbness, because there's a lot of it in me in many places where I shut off, particularly in my sexual pleasure, just numbing out there. And that numbness has wisdom in that we learn from a young age onward to numb. We learn to leave our bodies because it feels unsafe to feel everything we're feeling. Because often it is unsafe to feel everything we're feeling in the way that we're brought up in this world. But now there are so many people speaking to the fact that it is safe to feel. It is safe to sound and to move. We're creating spaces where this is safe and this is real. And so I'm on my journey right now of relearning how to feel, how to express anger, how to move through these emotions. A lot of it has been stored for me in my gut and my womb, and so a portion of this past weekend was really feeling into our wombs and what they have to say, and listening deeply. Because remember, y'all, this is where we came from. We all came from a womb in some capacity. So it's really not a crazy thing to think that our womb holds a lot of power and a lot of emotion and a lot of things in there, a lot of mystery. And so right now, if I were to sound into my womb, it would sound something. So if you are someone watching this who has a womb, maybe try that. Try feeling into your womb and sounding from it. And if it's numb, that's okay. Sit with that numbness, breathe into it, and love it. And if you're someone who does not have a womb, feel into this lower part of your belly or anywhere in your body that you feel. You feel something maybe speaking, something maybe stuck. The work that I'm doing and moving into is remembering how to feel, remembering how to move, remembering how to sound, opening up all these beautiful channels and reconnecting with the earth, with the earth, with the element. And stepping into that and being big and I'm excited for what's to come. And anyone out there who feels me, make some sound, do some movements, because I see you. Yeah, I see you. I hear you. I know you. Yeah, we're all coming home.